Is the gay community really under attack as much as the media is saying, or is it being over dramatized? Let's talk about it. Hey y'all, welcome back to the It Ain't All About You channel. My name is Brian, and I'm going to go ahead and say it is 100% being over dramatized. Like, I cannot believe the amount of news articles and media coverage and everything all over the posts and everything that is just blowing up. And I'm being inundated like crazy with it online. And the stories they're saying and things are just so not based in reality. I know everyone's in a tizzy right now because about a week ago, the current administration put an end to sex reassignment surgery, gender affirming care for under 18. And I've said this before, and I'll say it probably 1,000 times in more of my videos, that I'm okay with that. Like, if you can't get a tattoo because you're not old enough and you're not mature enough, if you can't buy alcohol because you're not mature enough, you can't buy a car, you can't rent a car, you can't join the military because none of those things you're mature enough to make those decisions. How are you mature enough to have your breasts cut off? How are you mature enough to go onto puberty blockers when you're 12 years old? That's going to change your physiology of your body the rest of your life. Like, how are those mature enough but not mature enough for this? It never makes sense to me. So I'm totally okay with this, because it should be 18 and older, maybe even a little older, to make sure that we're 100% on board, because once you do this, there ain't no going back. So, but right now the flames are being fanned so much, and like, I get it. These media companies make a bunch of money off of the clicks and the likes and all those things like that. And that's how they make money, by fear mongering. It's, organizations like this right here, Pink News. Like, they literally are saying that 50% of the gay community is going back in the closet. Like, what? Like, how does it even make sense? I know a lot of gay people, and none of them are afraid to be out and about and tell that they're gay. Like, no one cares. Majority of the straight community do not care. When they care is when it's being jammed down their throat. And those people who are jamming it down their throat are always the T plus people. They're the ones who pronoun and screaming about stuff. The regular LGBT people are just want to live their lives. So how does that even like make sense? It doesn't, to say that we're half of us going back in the closet. So those are just more of that fear mongering stuff that I cannot handle. And they say it's more dangerous now to be gay and to be out and about. And I'm like, like 20, 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago, we were being killed, beaten up, drugged behind cars, and you're saying it's worse now and more dangerous to be gay than it was? Like, I mean, do some research, know your facts. Like, this is just such nonsensical BS. Like, I can't stand it. Like, even this right here, they are claiming that this map right here is showing that majority of the United States is unsafe for gay people to be in. Like, what? Again, if you don't jam it down everyone's throat, no one cares. Like, and even then, most of them just are like annoyed by it and they want to just be left alone. So how is it that majority of the United States is unsafe to be gay in? I mean, Florida is like one of the ones that say that's one of the worst. And it's like, I mean, there's so many gay areas in Florida, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, again, fear mongering for clicks and likes, just this kind of stuff just drives me crazy, because when you're lying online, stoking up people and getting them all upset, you're just doing just horrible damage to our entire community. And this is not what we wanted. We wanted to get our rights to get married, the equality, and blend in, and that is what we really wanted. I mean, they're just, this one right here, I can't remember the name of it, who posted it, but they claim that, like, right now it's so much worse under Trump's administration right now. And it's like, he was our president before, right? Like, years ago, he was our president. And I remember back then the activists were saying, and a lot of people I knew were like saying that we're going to be in concentration camps and we're all going to be hit and hunted again. And it's just horrible, horrible, horrible. And I'm like, it never happened. And if you stop for a second and actually research into it, you'll find out that none of it's true. He is not against all LGBT people. I mean, he's actually more pro it. He just had a big gay wedding at his house in Mar-a-Lago like a year or two ago now. I can't remember. Was it a year or two ago? Year or two ago. So I'm like, how is it that now, like, they have to hide their identity and go in the closet and they're terrified? It just doesn't make any sense, because no one has to hide their identity. I mean, if you're saying you're a bookcase and they, them, she, her all at the same time, yeah, you probably should hide your identity because you're just being obnoxious and frustrating people. And it's main character syndrome if you're forcing people to comply to that kind of craziness. Because guess what? It ain't all about you, and you need to find yourself some therapy because, yeah, you got some other issues going on. So these are the kind of things that I think we really need to kind of start pushing back more on, because we're allowing the media to like run people's lives. We're allowing this news crap, like the ones that I've showed you in this video, to basically flat out lie and to stoke fear in people. For what? For clicks and money. And we need to push back on it and realize that that's crap. And if you're going to see something online like this, you need to stop for a moment, do a little basic research to make sure what you're seeing is actually accurate. Because the last thing you want to do is get yourself all hyped up and get yourself all stressed out thinking we're going to be in concentration camps and I can't tell anyone I'm gay because I'm going to get murdered and beaten up. Like, you gotta like really research into it to make sure that you're being fed the correct information. Because if you actually break it down, it is so much better to be gay now than it ever was before. I'm in my mid 40s and I can promise you that it is way better right now than it was back then. But again, majority of the straight people that I know are totally fine with the gay people. They're not okay with the T plus people where they're just going crazy with it and it's all the craziness. I'm gonna make more videos on this because it's out of hand and you're ticking off people and you're doing more damage than good and ruining it for people like me who just want to live my life and just blend in and be part of society. Like, I want a comfortable life, and that's what we all should be striving for, because having our sexuality run our lives is never going to actually make you feel better. It's never going to solve any of your personal problems. The content of your character is going to, because if you can be a good person and focus on your content of your character, people are going to respect you more and you're going to lead a better life and things are going to be better off for you. So that is what's more important, not following the news craziness and all the nonsense that's going on. Please just research into things before you make decisions and get all stressed out because of the crazy things online. Because I tell you what, there is a lot of lies and craziness online. So anyways, that's what I kind of wanted to talk about today. And I'm going to probably make more videos about this. But remember, like, comment, subscribe, and it ain't all about you. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.